still onion smell?
No.
Do you?
No, it doesn't smell like. It doesn't smell like onion. Yeah. See, we are on time. For share first day. Mute that.
Alright, we got 14 people here so far.
I'm sharing Facebook.
Okay, I'll do it.
Calm down.
See, but we announced it already.
I know.
On Facebook, I mean.
Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday, afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are. We are doing wonderful. We're doing amazing. I just washed my hair, and if you see me flipping around like this, I'm just hoping sure that the onions don't smell in my hair because I had an onion juice treatment in my hair. I'm doing interlock, so I've had this thing for like 3 weeks now. So yeah, I'm going for like interlock. We are doing wonderful.
Alright, we're shared.
All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We've been getting Steven needs to blow his nose. Welcome to StellaZone. I am Stella, and this is.
Hi, Steve.
This is my husband.
I'm trying to get the chat going here.
Don't worry, we will be silly on here.
There we go.
Won't be silly on here. I will behave.
All right, hello from Holland, and everybody from around the world. Have you permed
sister.
hair?
No, I have not permed my hair.
Yeah, I love Oh.
Oh, Steven, I don't understand why every time we do a live video, he has to put on an African shirt. I don't know why.
I like my African shirts. Somebody got this as a gift, so.
He's proud of where he's coming from. He's not American.
Yeah, I'm very American.
Yeah, I haven't permed my hair. No, it's just looking nice and soft. That's it. All right, so let's get into today's video. If you're watching us, wherever you're watching us from, we've got someone watching us from Holland. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you are watching us and you have not subscribed, let me tell you, look, we are cool, okay? You want to be part of this team. So.
Well, if you got the notification on this, you're probably already subscribed, but we ask you to share with your friends and, you know, share this video, share this channel so that we can get more subscribers. So that's the goal. Anyway, thank you from New York, Texas, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Thanksgiving was Thursday.
Somebody said happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving too. Happy holidays in advance.
Oregon, hello. London, how we doing? Colorado.
Birmingham.
The UK. That's great.
You wanna bring your British accent?
No. No British accent for me.
Okay, so. Alright guys, so we're going to go straight into today's video. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to
Ohio. Thank you, Lorm.
Alright, let's get started. So Steven is going to do most of the talking today. So let me get mine in first, okay? So
Germany, okay, thank you from Germany.
Did she have any questions? So we've gotten a lot of questions concerning in regards to immigration.
Yeah.
Most of you know that I had a baby. Okay, I have a very handsome boy, and I've been blessed enough to have my mom over here. Okay, to have my mom over here to help take care of the baby. That is a blessing, cause
big time.
It's a blessing. Trust me, it's a blessing. So a lot of you have been messaging me. Some of the messages I don't even get, you know. So have been messaging me about how we did it, okay? How we did it, and we're able to bring my mom over here. So we have some questions that we are going to start off with, and as we go, if any of the questions come up, you let us know, and then towards the end of this video, if you have any other questions for us.
Yeah, we'll just share our experience on our specific situation because that's all we really know, but hopefully it helps you out, and if you have any other questions and we don't know the answer, we'll try to get you answers, referring you to the right people, etc. So.
Yeah, so with this video, we are not expert, okay? I didn't go to law school. Steven did not go to law school.
No.
We used our medulla oblongata, okay? We did use our brain.
Trial and error, mostly.
Yeah, trial and error. So the advice you're getting from us, we will advise you to seek like legal counsel if you are stuck on your paperwork or if you need legal advice. So
not saying don't use a lawyer, but use them only when you get stuck.
Yeah. So let's just get started with our first question.
So one of the questions we got was regarding if your child was born here and maybe you're not a citizen, and you could answer that one. And they want to know if, okay, what does it take to become a citizen, or are they automatically a citizen? So go ahead.
Okay, so I have experience with that. Because I have a friend that it was in the same situation, and both of her kids are U.S. citizens. Okay, that is what we call anchor baby.
Yeah.
So if you're not a U.S. citizen, okay, if you're not a U.S. citizen, let's say you came with a visa, visitation visa, and you came here and you have a baby, automatically, I know they are trying to undo it, but automatically, there's law still exists. So your child becomes a U.S. citizen as long as they are born on this soil. So first of all, what you have to do is, after you've had the baby, get the birth certificate of the baby, okay? The birth certificate the hospital gives you, or wherever you had the baby, they give you. And then you take it to a post office where passports, and where they do passports, you know, like you take it, it's not all the post offices across the USA that you can get a US passport, but there are some ones that they do issue passports. Yeah. So take the child and the birth certificate to that place, and initially you can get a passport. You can fill out the paperwork and send it in, and within maybe 2-3 weeks, most 4 weeks, you are going to get your child's American passport. Okay, so your child becomes automatically like an American citizen. So that is a simple question.
Do they get a social security card too?
They do get a social security card. So, but you have to file for the social security as well. Take the birth certificate again to the social security office and file for social security for your child.
A lot of paperwork.
So it's not too much paperwork. Social security is pretty simple. So yeah.
So that's that one. That one's pretty easy. Now people may be asking, okay, so now my child's a U.S. citizen. How do I now use that to become a U.S. citizen, or apply for immigration status? It does make it easier that you have a child that is a U.S. citizen, and you'll be considered by the government kind of immigrant seeking for the next 21 years, because you have to wait till they're 21 in order for them to be able to apply for you.
I thought they have to wait 18.
No, it's 21.
Okay.
So they have to wait till they're 21 before they could apply for you to be an immigrant to the U.S. And we recommend doing a green card, and don't even try the visitation visas, because they'll usually just get denied before even starting.
Let me come in here. You can try that. In my mom's case, we tried the visitation visa, like even when I was getting married, and she was denied like twice. But there is a reason why she's denied twice, because none of my mom kids is in Ghana. Okay, we are foreign number. All of us are here. Her husband is here.
Right.
So with that, if you go for a visitation visa, they are going to flat out deny you, because you can come to America and decide not to go back.
Right.
You understand what I'm
saying? Because everybody's over here.
Because you understand what, so they would rather have you do one where you're going to get a green card, a non-immigrant visa. You can file the I-130. Yeah. So with my mom, after I spoke to some immigration attorney, they told me, like, even if she goes for a visitation visa, they're going to deny her, because all her kids are here. Exactly. But there's a high chance of her getting a green card if we file the I-130, because all her children are here, her husband is here. So that's why we went and...
It makes more sense for them to become a permanent resident, which is what a green card is, a non-citizen permanent resident here, than to have just a visitation, because the visitation, it's more likely they could just,
decide
not to go back. What do they call that? Outstaying your visa.
But
like that. And that doesn't look good on your record, but people would do it because it's supposedly easier to get a visitation visa.
Yeah.
But that's why they'll just deny it. So just go for the full green card.
It's not in all cases, though.
Not in all cases.
But
in our case, where everybody in the family was already here, that's where it's like that. So
yeah. Yes, you can. Yes,
okay,
you
the
can.
question is, can you file for your parent if you are a green card holder?
Yes, yes,
yes,
you can. Yes, you can. It's possible. You can do, yeah, you can still do the I-130, and they can also come with a green card. It is possible. Let's say if you are not a Ghanaian, right, and you're married to a Ghanaian, and maybe that Ghanaian that you're married to is the only child here, you can still file for a B1, B2 visa, which is like tourism, like visitation visa. Yeah. It is still, but they have to have evidence that the person is living so well that they will return back home. Right. That's what I'm saying. They will return back home. So it gets very tricky with these immigration people. They are not playing, and it is not cheap either. Right, and it's one of the reasons that it's difficult, especially with the visas, is unfortunately Ghana is one of the countries that has a lot of visa violations. There's a lot of people who overstay their visa. They don't go back. And so as a rule, you know, the government just sees them as flags for an automatic risk. So you really have to have a really solid case for the visitor visa, but it's in some cases easier for a green card. And okay, we got another question here. Can you file for siblings? Can you file for siblings? I don't think so. For a sibling, your best chance. Yeah. Your best chance is to probably do like an education, like they can find a school here. Education. They can find a school here. You can help them. Or something like that. Or work, you know, work. Yeah. And that you have to have a pretty solid case for work, but also for even education. But there are schools that will do that. They have like exchange programs and things like that. Okay. Someone's asking, how long does it take to get a green card? Well, I mean, it all depends. For us, it took a while because it took us 2 years, just about. Because one, the paperwork takes a long time for them to review piece by piece, and second of all, where we got stuck, where we ended up having to use an attorney, a lawyer, to file the paperwork is the way we filled out the paperwork. They didn't like it for whatever reason, and that wasn't all the paperwork, though. Yeah, it was a particular form, but it took a while for it to go back and forth a few times, and every time it goes back for review, it takes a couple more. 3 weeks. Let me come in here. So for the paperwork, first of all, when you submit initial petition, right? Like for me, I was the petitioner, okay, and my mom was the applicant, right? And Stephen was the one that did the affidavit of support. So let me come in and explain. So first, when you take in the petition, right, for them to approve it, to go through with the paperwork, it takes about 6 months for you to hear from them. So this whole process took us about 2 years. But when I went and spoke to my dad told me, okay, because my dad did every single paperwork for all 7 of his kids. He did not go see a lawyer or anybody. So all 7 of us, my dad was the one that did the paperwork and brought us over here. And so we did the same. But it got to, when we got stuck with the affidavit of support, that's when I reached out to an immigration attorney, and he was telling me, I could have had my mom here in 6 months and things like that. They all say that, but trust me, I've spoken to some immigration attorneys, and some of them wanted $6,000, like $6 grand. Just for the paperwork. Just for the paperwork to do it, they will take care of everything to bring my mommy. I'm like, say what? Say 6 what? I'm like, I don't have $6 grand to waste. Yeah. So I mean, we spent already $1,000 just for the paperwork that they wanted us to help with, just the affidavit of support. Yeah, immigration. And I spoke to a friend of mine who is an attorney, and she's like, Stella, we immigration, we like attorneys. I'm telling you, they charge by the hour. It's a lot of money. Yeah. So if you really want to do this, you have to invest time. And like I said, even if you go to their website, the normal process they would say takes about 2 years, and so it took my mom actually 2 years but the moment everything was approved, even when she went to the interview, it was just a piece of cake, they didn't even ask her, what are you going to do? Why are you coming to America? And all, they just stamped it for her. Yeah, once the paperwork's done and it was filled out correctly, it really made the rest of it much easier. So, let's see, what was another question here? File. Okay, someone's answering. For a sibling. Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't know much about sibling. One thing I recommend is really study the USCIS website. They got a lot of information on there that can probably help you. If you have internet access and you want to look more into it, USCIS. That's where you're going to do most of your stuff with the paperwork. Yeah, because I know that those that can file is either your dad, like your husband, wife, father, mother, like those, like for those, the green card, those are the people that I know that can do that, that can file for you. But like we said, we are not experts, so Google is there to help you where we can't.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's another question that came in regarding bringing their mom here. I think we've covered that though.
Yeah, we've covered that part. Yeah, there used to be an like a website called Avo. They did shut it down, but it was very helpful. It was very
yeah, it was where you
helpful.
could do an hour at a time with an attorney, just kind of via Skype or something like that, or even the phone. And they got rid of that.
Yeah, they got rid of the other attorneys, I guess, and it was like $50 or so for an hour, and they would give you knowledge. I remember talking to an attorney, and she told me, she advised me on even how to arrange the paperwork that I was taking to the immigration, like how to, before you send it, you have to arrange it in a certain way that, you know, when they see it, like, no, you know, this person is not joking, because if it's, the paperwork is not filed completely, and you know it's not arranged properly, like it's going to delay things. Yeah, like they will just push your
you just have to make sure you follow the directions that they give you very closely, and they're very specific on the stuff they want answered. If any of the words on the forms seem difficult, I mean, really research it, and you may have to reach out for legal help to kind of understand what needs to be filled out where, because we filled out the paperwork best we thought, and you know, we were filling it out wrong. So somebody's asking here, if you have a green card which has expired and you're starting in Africa, what's the way forward? Well, I don't know all your details, but you know, you have to reapply, and that's, again, it's probably through the same website, the uscis.gov. And they have it laid out exactly what you need to do there.
But then they will have to verify, because you know, if you have a green card, who is vouching for that green card, it was through somebody that you got the green card. So if you're in a marriage, they want to make sure that, you know, you're still living with a person, you're still in that marriage and that sort of thing.
You'll still have to have the affidavit of support filled out probably again, and then you'll have to you know, need to make sure that everything is up to date. One thing we ran into a lot with the immigration is they update their forms every now and then. So you have to take notice of what forms you filled out. If you haven't filed them already, make sure they're up to date, because they will not accept any forms that are expired. And you know, sometimes they may change them month to month. With the way things are now and the way they want to change the laws, you really have to stay on top of that. So that's one other thing. See, how long does it take to get green card for STELLA'S? I don't know what
I don't know if it's spouse. Maybe the person meant a spouse. A spouse.
For a spouse, yeah.
Yeah, for a spouse.
Yeah.
I would say would take the same.
Probably the same amount of time.
Yeah, and they have, with that one, there has to be evidence, so that they don't mistake it for like a fake marriage or things like that, you know.
Yeah, we had to provide evidence just for you know, for her mom. Evidence of her marriage, evidence of her
birth certificate,
her birth certificate, all of her kids' birth certificates, any criminal reports or background report, basically. And what else? There's another thing, is the police report, and pretty much any other, if she's done any other traveling, if they've gone anywhere, they need all that information as if you traveled outside of country. So, and
then finally she'll get like medicals done.
Yeah, then there's medical that has to be done.
But if you're doing the B1, B2 visa, you don't have to go through all this, you know. Normally the B1, B2 one, they will check into like the account, like the bank account, to make sure that, you know, this person is well off, like in Ghana and things like that. You understand what I'm saying? So they will check into. So if you are not in my situation, or my mom's situation, and it's just you here, and you want to give your mom visitation visa, you can try the B1, B2, and that one is quicker. Like you can take like up a month to like apply, get an interview, and like go in and whatnot. So
But one thing with the green card that we want to mention that you know, maybe you're not aware of if you haven't done it before, is when you come with the green card, you know, they're hoping that you're going to stay here in the United States. And you could only actually leave the United States for up to 6 months at a time. And so if, you know, somebody thinks they're just going to come with a green card and then go back, you know, for a while and then come back whenever, it's not like that. You have to, you know, do it within the times that they say. 6 months is the max that you have outside of the U.S. To keep your green card.
So if any of you are still thinking about going back to school, honey, immigration attorney. Those people make money, I'm telling you, because of not everybody, like people get frustrated with this whole process that they tend to, and that's why they charge a lot of money by the hour. Thank you. Yeah, they charge by the hour, so I'm like, man, absolutely. Honey, we are in the wrong profession.
Yeah, I mean, the attorneys definitely have a corner on all that information. You could definitely try to do it yourself, but you really have to know how to fill things out and all this, vocabulary and verbiage that they try to confuse you in order to delay it and basically frustrate you until you use an attorney. So.
Yeah, somebody was asking if they're in Germany and they want to come to the US, how do they apply for? I know they were working on something where German citizens and people like citizens of the UK can even come here.
Yeah, I think it depends. Are you a citizen of Germany, or where are you a citizen of? Do you have a passport for what countries?
Yeah.
And it's very complicated. You'll have to, like I said, the website's pretty helpful to kind of sorting things out, but we only know our experience here from what we did for bringing someone from Ghana who was a Ghanaian citizen who had never traveled outside of Ghana to the US on a green card. That's all we did.
Yeah, so if you want to travel here for vacation, you can do that. Just like when I want to travel to Ghana, because I'm a US citizen, I have to apply for a visa. So I have to apply for the paperwork, my reason for going to Ghana, and put that in my passport and send it over to the Ghana Immigration office in Washington, and then they will stamp my passport with however long that I want to. If I want for like maybe a month visa or 5 years.
Right.
So I think the US might be the same, just apply.
Yeah, I mean, I had that issue when I went to Ghana. I didn't have my visa filled out.
Let's not even talk about that one.
I almost got sent back to the US because I didn't have a Ghana visa. So
and you think
it's hard getting into the US, try going into Ghana without a visa.
But no, they were just trying to. That story is just, my people now. Because if you went in without a visa, I know there are protocols, and he didn't check his visa, So, and I think it has expired, and you can get a visa. Sometimes even when you go to Kenya, you get a visa at the airport. You can get a visa at the airport in Ghana. But what pissed them off was that they charged him way more, and he asked for a receipt. He told them, I said, if I do this, can I get a receipt? And the guy lost it. It's like, Mr.
He wanted to be bribed.
Yeah, Mr. Da-da-da, we'll send you back on your plan. Like, bullshit. Like, excuse my language.
All right, so Shogo Faye here is asking, they're from Kenya, and they have an aunt who wants to invite me to the U.S., but has only been there a year. She says, told me I would ask a friend of hers to invite me. Will I receive a visa? Well, it depends. Is that friend a citizen? And they have to basically do that affidavit of support. They have to show that either you will be able to support yourself when you get here, or they will be supporting you in the process getting over there. It's all on basically the risk that they're taking and giving you this green card or this visa, that you're not going to run out of money while you're here. You're not going to be overstay your visa. You have no way of getting back. So they're all taking these risks into account. So if you could show them that you're not a risk, you have the money to stay, you have accommodations, you have somebody who's hosting you, then they're more likely to give it to you. So it's all a matter of risk. Yeah, so if you don't know the person, it might be a little more difficult. They're probably more likely to give you a visa to family. Okay. So
yeah, your aunt can do that. She can apply for you. She can invite you. Like she can invite you.
Yeah, she could be the petitioner, but the affidavit of support could be that friend.
No, this is like the aunt is inviting her for a visit. Yeah, now you have to have a strong case, because mostly when you go for a visiting visa, like they will check your account record to make sure that for the past month you have some certain amount of money in your account, to make sure that like you're living so well to the point that you're only coming from vacation and you have a life back home that you go back to. So these immigration people,
they have to see that you're gonna go back home. They have to see that you're not just gonna get here and then just skip out on going back.
And I have been told that, I mean, if the person is lying, I'm lying too. When someone with a green card files, okay, like an I-130, like in my mom's case, it would have taken longer versus a citizen.
Yeah.
U.S. citizen is faster. So, yes. Other than that, and yeah, like the affidavit of support, like, let me explain it a little bit. I know Stephen, like when we were, when we filed for my mom with the U.S. Immigration office, you have to have a certain amount of money for the household income. Yeah. So it's me, Stephen, Nathaniel, and now my mom is coming. So we had to have a certain amount of money. And even though I was the petitioner, I'm not working. Yeah, you know, I have Nathaniel, I'm not working. So Stephen, even though he's my husband, we have the same last name, he has to file paperwork and sign it. And he was the affidavit of support that his income is able to support the family. So you have to do that. Sometimes it doesn't have to be.
Because your mom didn't have any income.
Exactly.
Either. So
exactly.
If you don't have money to support yourself while you're over here, whether it's in an account or some kind of job or business or something like that they don't see on record, the person that's inviting you, the person that is hosting you, let's say, that's filling out that affidavit of support, they have to be able to, you know, have enough money, have enough income to support you.
Yeah.
They're not going to just send you to somebody who has no money. And
it's a bit different. I'm coming in here. When my dad was bringing us, I think it was at first it was four of us that we came at once, and he had to have an affidavit of support. And so his boss, his boss was the one that signed for him. Right. And even when we came, it doesn't mean that his boss is going to support my dad financially. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
It's just evidence that he is working and he'll have the money. Yeah. You know, the income to do it. Or
like, I mean, when you sign, it means that I'll be able to support this person. It's like undertaking an oath that when there's difficulty, you are vouching. But most of the cases, you don't go to that person if they are not related to you. You don't go back to them and be like,
it's more difficult.
I need your support and things like that. In most cases, like my dad, we didn't go back. Yeah. It's a sport thing. Yeah. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know either. Anyway, any other questions or anything else we want to mention about our situation?
What situation?
You know, our experience.
Oh, no. And by the way, I know a lot of people, like, when they see interracial couple, they're like, yeah, he brought her over. No, he didn't bring me to America.
He's already a citizen.
Yeah, you know, he did not bring me to America, and I was not looking for a green card when I met him. And there is nothing wrong with that. I get so tired of people making it seem as if, you know, all African people looking into marriage, into interracial marriage, are like as scammers, and all they want is green card. Like,
yeah, it's unfortunate that's the stigma, but
it drives me crazy. You know, it drives me crazy. So yeah, my dad was the one that brought me over here. So shout out to my dad.
That's right.
So yep. Any more questions? But I think we
covered just about everything. We're coming up on half an hour here.
If you guys have any more, just do your research. If you can't understand anything,
USCIS.gov, also the NVCIS, the National Visa, NVC, NVC basically, the National Visa Center, because you know there's one thing, green card is one thing and a visa is another thing. You have to have both for a green card. But the visitation visa, I think it's just one. So
yeah, it's a different thing also. That one is a B1, B2.
Another thing, like we mentioned, that we went through with all these forms changing. We also changed our address, I think, like twice during the whole process, since it was 2 years. And we had, you know, there was this whole issue where we had to, you know, change the addresses in one place, but they didn't take that address on some of the other forms. So you have to really let them know if anything changes. Make sure they have all of your updated information. Because they may end up sending your green card to the wrong place.
Yeah. And then make sure I mean, this thing takes, you know, it takes money, you know, you are.
Yeah, even when she got here, even when your mom got here, it wasn't over then. You know, when she got off the plane, she didn't have a green card right away. We still had to pay another fee, wait another couple of months, and we're still even waiting for a green card.
But no, that one is okay. That one, that case is settled. But for the Social Security, you go to the Social
Security. You have to go there and get that done, and you know, it's not done once they get off the plane.
Yeah. So if you come in with a green card, they don't give you the green card at the airport, okay? No. They give you the paperwork for you to come online. Yeah, they give you the visa. So make sure that once you get home, or your family gets there, make sure that you are checking and making sure that all the paperwork for the green card is done. No, he's not the one that brought me here. My dad was the one that brought me here. I met Stevie when I moved to Florida. I moved to Florida in 2009, and I met you 2012.
That's right.
Yeah, 2011, 2012. That's when I met him. Yeah. I've been in America for 13 plus years. So, and we haven't been together that long. So
let's see. Somebody's asking if my aunt's friend invited me, and I'll look, and she said enough money to support me, even if we just want her to invite me and my aunt. Will there be one to support me? I don't understand the question.
If somebody wants to invite you, they should be willing to support you. But the thing is, the difficult part is proving the case to immigration that you are going to return, because a lot of people have abused these chances. Okay, so there are countries that is like a red flag. Ghana is one of those countries. Like most African countries are like on that list. So to get like a B1, B2 visa now, I even heard that Trump wanted to do away with it. Like it is difficult.
Only like work visas and some
you have to have
very
money,
special
like
case
rich,
visas.
you know?
I think they're looking to get rid of the lottery, is what he was saying.
Oh yeah, the lottery. Yeah. So
and they're also looking to get rid of the birthright citizenship.
Uncle baby.
Yeah, for right now, it's still there. But that's the thing. Anytime during this process of you applying, the laws could change. And then you have to redo certain things, redo forms, or it gets more difficult. So you really have to stay on top of it. And that can be where a lawyer could help you, because you're basically paying them to keep track, but it is expensive.
Yeah. So
all right.
The lawyer we had was very good. Like he didn't help us through the whole process. It was just
it's just the affidavit
of support, and even that, just that single paperwork and going back, that was $1,000. $1,000.
We met with the guy like twice and gave him, filled out the paperwork and he mailed it in. So
yeah. So can you imagine if he's doing the whole process?
Yeah, we had quotes initially for a green card of like $7,000 to do the whole case. Shop around if you're using an attorney. Yeah. Because it could get pretty ridiculous.
And you can do a process whereby you can do the paperwork yourself and seek legal advice.
Yeah.
You can do the paperwork and say, I don't need you to do the paperwork. I just need legal advice on how to go about things. And they might charge you by the hour.
Yeah, and you can just meet with them for an hour or so and make sure everything's together. But, they're going to try to sell you on doing the whole thing, of course. But that's up to you.
So yeah, you guys love it.
If any other questions, I want to do a quick commercial break. We still have Ghana Chateau for sale here.
My brother, sit down.
We have hot and mild. Okay, so there's still some left, but it's running out quickly. So place your orders. Maybe we'll have a deal for Cyber Monday. I don't know.
Goodness, I'm sitting here. I'm like so sleepy. And I'm
looking at you. Liberia. Okay.
You look good in your African shirt.
Oh yes, this is my chief outfit, right?
You are feeling yourself. As you are wearing.
This is my Igwe outfit. Okay.
Hey, you are Ghanaian. Igwe. As you are wearing it, be speaking Chi.
Oh, okay. What's Igwe and Chi?
What is? We are not Nigerians now. So what is hot as I?
What's Igwe and Chi? What's chief and Chi?
Ohene.
Ohene. Okay, this is my Ohene outfit. Okay.
Not that bro. Not that Steven.
All right.
Not that bro.
Any other questions? We're gonna give it like 2 minutes.
When you are a German citizen, you just need ticket to US, but you just have 6 months to stay there too. Okay, so somebody just answered. Okay,
yeah,
so
check the chat about the German.
The person said if you're a German citizen, all you need to do is buy your plane tickets to the US and you're good to go. And you can only stay in the US for 6 months too.
Yeah, so, certain countries, they're easier to get visitation.
Yeah, because I know a friend in London, and I don't ever remember him saying, whenever he's coming, he has to apply for a visa. I think he just buys his ticket and he comes and goes.
Yeah, it all depends on the country you're coming from. Yeah. And what passport you have and things like that. So.
Once you're coming from Africa, it's like you're blacklisted. These people shoot.
And it's not your fault. It's the fault of people who abuse it.
Yeah. So and then it makes it harder for everyone. So I think hopefully we have answered all your questions regarding like my mom coming.
Somebody says, how's the baby?
Oh, baby is doing wonderful. Baby is
very well.
Mine,
which had expired for over 10 years. What will I do now?
Hi. It has, your green card has expired for over 10 years.
Yeah, you may have to just reapply.
Yeah, it's like
all of your information has probably changed.
Yeah, and you might, for this one, I would think you have to seek legal counsel. I think you have to talk to an attorney, like. Yeah. And
just because it's been so long.
Yeah, just talk to them. You know, you don't have to hire them. And sometimes you can get a consultation, 30-minute consultation free. Like most of them, when they want to sell you, like they will give you a 30-minute consultation for free, okay? Right. And then you can present your case and see if they will be helpful. But expiring for 10 years.
Yeah, try to seek advice from somebody who's done it, who's not like a new lawyer. Try to seek somebody who is had experience with these things, and you could check a lot of that online. You can see what experienced lawyers have and things like that.
I think if I expire for like over 10 years, they might have.
I think it's like a brand new process. It's been 10 years.
Yeah, but speak to an attorney.
Yeah, check the website, speak to an attorney, and
sometimes they have someone you can chat with. They will have one of these automatic computer response that.
Some websites and things will have a little chat for you. Some frequently asked questions. Okay, hello, Sierra Leone. Okay, yes.
So we got that one now. Any more questions?
I'm gonna give it a few more seconds. Type.
If you have any other questions, you can ask since we're doing a live video. Because these days, Steven is so scarce that I don't get him to sit down to do a live video because he's fine and he's feeling himself. So I don't want to bother him. So yeah.
What? Non-immigration questions you talking about?
No, I'm just saying if you have any questions, say.
I don't know, but I think you
Somebody says, but please try to get the second baby. Alrighty. Already speaking it. We receive it too. You people are speaking
it. Hey man, we'll work on it. No problem.
You and who will work on it.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right, well, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I think we want to wrap it up. So subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. If you have any more questions, you can email us at StellaZoneTV@gmail.com.
Yeah, if you guys like this format, email us with more ideas on maybe other topics you want to do a live Q&A on. If you want to do us to do any more live things with cooking or whatever. So.
I am like so sleepy. I don't know why. My eyes are like, I'm trying so hard to keep my eyes open, guys.
We gotta go get Nathaniel.
You and Stella, you are so. Thank you. I think I get it from my mom because my mom is hilarious to the T. Okay, and I'm gonna get this in there. We're wrapping up. Most of you will comment and say, "Do something about your head. Do something about your head." Honey, now hair I go chop. I'm okay. I'm trying to, do this interlock thing. So support your sister. I don't have to come here, sit in like wig and all that for you to. No. I like my hair. I don't do wig. That's the thing. I don't do wig again. Honey, what did I tell you? What did I tell you?
I don't know what you told me.
I told you.
Tell me again.
You don't touch up. See?
All right.
Don't mind Steven. Don't pay attention to him. I tell you, you don't touch a black woman's hair.
Oh, okay. Like this. All right.
All right, guys. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Email us StellaZoneTV@gmail.com and subscribe if you have any questions.
Yeah, check us out on Facebook.
Okay, so you said I am the one who said I was returned as a minor by my parents. Jamaica, hey, what up, sister? How you? Okay, I can speak patois, so let me not even. But that Jamaican beef patty, girl.
She does always get asked if she's from. Are you from the islands?
That Jamaican, I like it spicy. That Jamaican beef patty, I like my spicy and.
It's close to Ghanaian anyway.
Meat pie, yeah. And that beef jerky and that
You mean the jerk chicken?
The jerk chicken
And
and the curry goat.
Curry goat.
Oh,
yeah, that's good
girl,
stuff.
don't even Jamaican. Let's get the video and then go. So if you're returned as a minor, and your parents are citizens, now if your parents are citizens but you are not, they can file for you.
If you're a minor, you should become a citizen automatically, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But if they have
details sound confusing.
Yeah. But if your parents are even citizens now, you're a citizen now, and you have a green card, you can become a U.S. Citizen. You know, if you're not a minor, you can still file.
It should be easier.
Yeah, you can file and become a citizen. You have to pay the fee, then go in and you have to take a little test, then they swear you in.
They'll do a DNA test and things like that. And they're gonna do like a blood test and so.
If your parents are citizens now, yes. And you are adults now, you can still become a U.S. citizen. You can still very much become a U.S. citizen. Can you file for your mother if you have a green card? Yes, you can file for your mom if you have a green card. You don't have to have
it's the same process, because if you already have your green card, you're a permanent resident, so they're going to look at you that way and say that you've already gone through it and you have the support here. But you're going to have to make the case that you will be supporting whoever you're bringing over.
And always see, a lot of people don't think about the household income. They take that into consideration. Trust me. So make sure
you just have to be a certain number of times above the poverty line. So hopefully you are if you're here.
Yeah, and if you are not, sometimes they'll ask for like 2 years of taxes. So just make sure you are working crazy.
Have your tax returns ready. Pay stubs and things like that. They're gonna ask for everything.
So make sure you have all that tax returns, like Steven said, and pay stub. Okay.
Yeah.
So I thought we were wrapping up, but then
somebody wants to say, can I get some of your chateau in Germany? Unfortunately, it's really expensive to ship outside the United States right now. So unfortunately, I'd probably say no unless you know somebody that's coming over there.
Yeah, but
Sorry. If you would like to sponsor us to come to Germany, we'll bring some.
I don't know people in Germany, but then if I say I'm going on vacation, Steven is like, no, I would have gone on vacation, but Steven is like, there's no way you're taking like that on vacation, and I won't be able to see him for a day and blah, blah, blah. So
that's right. And, Europe's a little crazy right now.
See, I don't know why Americans think it's not safe in UK, but I was in UK and I enjoyed my time there.
Yeah, doesn't mean it wasn't safe.
Stop watching CNN. I'm just kidding. We don't even watch the news. Okay.
Okay, well, let's wrap it up here. Any other questions, again, email us. And, you can also comment on this video after we post it. So make sure you share this with your friends. That's the thing we're asking for now. If you've subscribed, thank you very much. But do the next thing and share it with some people. Post it on your social media. And let's get StellaZone to 100,000 subscribers, okay?
Yes, and I'm talking to a friend of mine who is, go check out her channel. Her name is Jackie Murphy. She's an attorney.
She is an attorney. She has some experience.
Yeah, she did help me a lot when I filed for my mom. I called her yesterday. I couldn't get hold of her. I've left her a voicemail. So hopefully, if most of you go to her channel and say, hey, Stella told me this, Jackie Murphy, check her channel out. I will put the link to her channel under this video, and I'm going to
put it as a comment.
Yeah, hopefully she will, because she did the B1, B2 for her parents, and both her mom and dad and her little brother were able to get a visa to come visit. I remember one time she told me that she had to write a letter to the state governor. She's an attorney, so don't mess with her. But she will have more in-depth knowledge of these things. So I'm
there's a few more extra things you have to do for a visa, like letters of recommendation, letters of invite, and things like that. So you need a lot of.
So I will put her account details, and then hopefully we can get her to make a video. I will keep bugging her until she makes a video for you guys, or if she can do a live video that you guys can answer all your questions. Love your African, Stella.
What is your procedures to send a fiance letter to your girlfriend?
I'm telling you, these days, if you have your fiance, okay, you are romancing. Look, save that WhatsApp chats, okay? Chat however way you want, the Facebook messages.
Yeah, you need to save all of your
the text messages. The money you are sending to them back home, save every information. If you're sending the money, the messages you're sending, the emails, the Christmas card you're going to be sending, the birthday card you are sending, even the video calls and all that.
Because they're going to assume that you're being scammed. Because a lot of people get scammed, and they're going to assume that you're being scammed unless you can prove otherwise with adequate documentation and support from both sides.
So make sure that they know that you are in love.
That's right.
In love.
Yeah.
So just they want the evidence to make sure that it is real, because a lot of people are being scammed, and they are really looking out for the US citizen. They don't care about you coming from the other side. So just make sure that your evidence is so powerful that it cannot be denied. So save everything. If you're sending letters or all those things, just save everything and make sure your partner back home is also saving it and having copies of it.
Yep. All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up here. We're at 45 minutes, so
we can extend it to an hour, but that's okay.
I think we've covered everything. Nobody else has any other questions. They can always leave them in the comments. We'll get to it in the comments. We can't sit here all day. We got to go get it, Daniel.
How about if I look so, they want to see this face. They like seeing this face, this pretty face.
What is that, your Africana face?
What this person means is that, Stella, you are real. You are the real deal.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? You are the authentic deal. So that's why I'm just kidding. Before they come after me and say I talk too much.
Okay.
So can you file for your stepbrother and sisters?
Are you a citizen? Are you?
As for step siblings, for that one, even adopted kids is like next to impossible.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
It's very difficult.
You have to prove a lot. You have to prove, that there's ties between the families. You have to prove relationship. So again, any communications documented and things like that.
But the thing is, I don't think it's fair though. When Americans go to Asia, when they go to Asia and Europe and adopt kids, they can bring the kids here. But if me, you see how black I am. No, I know that the adoption process is not easy. But they can bring their kids here. The Monday Mamas group, the lady that teaches the class or that leads the class has an adopted daughter, right?
Yeah.
But you see me black hair. Let me go to Ghana and adopt. They might think you abducted the child or something. It's like anything coming from Africa is difficult.
Yeah, because they probably have a problem with that, and people, trafficking people. So if it's common, they're going to be looking out for it, and they have to be suspicious.
My people, help us. This everything about Africa is but we are nice people. We are good people now.
Okay, let's wrap it up. From StellaZone, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for helping out our channel with the StellaZone Chateau. Okay, again, let's get another image of that there. So we have this professional label. Okay, so support your. This is Small Business Saturday here, so this is small business channel here. So
I have turned him into a Ghanaian complete. At least in that aspect, I have succeeded. Okay.
Okay, so. Until next time, we'll be posting another video soon. So
yeah, go back and watch. If you haven't seen the Milo ice cream video, that video is going viral. It's like crazy. That ice cream video that I did.
Let's get it to 1 million. Okay.
Yeah, it's going crazy, and other recipes, and there are more recipes that are coming. I was telling Steve yesterday if I should do another YouTube channel where I can post things like this, but honey, there's no time. You can't be running 2 YouTube channels. So this is StellaZone, so it means food and other things. Yeah,
it's not all just cooking, but it's going to be majority cooking.
So
somebody really wants the chateau in Germany. Sorry, it's going to cost over $100 just for the shipping.
To ship to Germany.
You don't want to spend that much.
Yeah. You don't want to, even Canada,
Even go to Canada.
Even going to Canada, it was like 40 something. I told the person, I said, they want me to ship to New York, and they have somebody in New York who can cross the border with the shuttle. But with Germany, they're going to unless you know someone here, someone on vacation, and they can bring it to you, that is doable. But I tell people, you know what, I have shito recipe also on StellaZone.
Yeah, watch the video, see if you can make it yourself.
Yeah, see if you can make it yourself. I know you want to support me, and I appreciate that, but I don't also want you to like, spend too much money.
You can support by watching the videos, sharing the videos, commenting on the videos, and clicking on the ads.
Okay, and clicking on the ads, yeah.
So.
All right, loved. Someone say, how tall are you?
How tall am I?
As for Obapa, don't even get me started on Obapa. Don't get me. The way she was eating the king cake and the shit, I called her and said, Fia. Like, see, Obapa should do, if you agree with me, she should do a video on eating. The way she's an expert. She is good. But anyway, I'm so proud of her with her weight loss journey. She is looking amazing, so go check her out too. Go check her out.
Inspiration.
Obapa channel, she has Obapa channel, Obapa cooking channel, Obapa talk show, Obapa multimedia. She does it all.
YouTube, a video as YouTube as a business.
As a business. Me, I'm learning,
Yeah.
I am learning, that's a topic for another day. It's like, I don't want to digress, or something. Yeah. But that's a topic for another day. Like, I was doing YouTube, we're doing so well.
Yeah,
and then
talk about that.
When I went through the miscarriage, the 2 miscarriages and a whole lot of things, I had to take a time from YouTube, which affected my channel. And now I'm trying to like build it back, as a side business. But it is doable. What's her name? Fantastic Favor. She did a video. I even posted on my community. It's on my community page about YouTube videos, like what mistakes that YouTubers make, and I really learned a lot from it. So you can also check her channel out, Fantastic Favors channel out, and see what's going on, and how she's running like a successful YouTube.
Yeah, Obapa's successful too.
Yeah, Obapa, check out Obapa's channel. Obapa is like, she's wonderful. She's an amazing woman. Somebody said Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Okay.
Oh, Tom.
Lord Tom.
Yeah, Lord Tom.
I didn't recognize you there, Mr. Staff.
So hi, Tom, and I was gonna. I thought he was the one you played tennis with yesterday. I was gonna.
No.
Yeah, I keep getting his friends mixed up, so it is okay. So yeah, they're asking how tall are you? Did you type it in?
No, and they don't need to know.
What are they doing? He's taller than I am, so
yeah,
it's okay.
I see.
Change my name on. Oh, okay.
No worries.
Now he's Lord Tom. That sounds.
All right. Well,
thank you,
we'll
guys.
Wrap it up, guys. Thanks for everybody for tuning in.
I gotta go eat because I was doing intermittent fasting today, and all I've had to.
See how tall I am?
1 boiled egg and chai tea, homemade keto chai tea. So I have to go and eat. Thank you, guys. Oh, there's a question that came in.
What is it?
Just kidding.
Yep.
Wait a minute.